What's the deal, everybody? Welcome back to some old school ballin'. It's your dude coming in wanting to speak about some of these filthy, dirty, unsportsmanlike conduct that was going on in the games, man. I wanted to focus on this one because it was flagrantly in your face, apparent. It just goes to show you what money can buy when you have that home court advantage, from networking to just funding. I mean, whatever you want to call it. But it was not pretty, and it got ugly real quick down in Miami. I'm talking about the Atlanta Hawks versus the Miami Heat game. It was just, you can tell they were trying to come out here, employ these bully ball tactics, and it was just not cool, man. Like, especially, I usually try to stay objective in my approach and leave the subjectivity out of it and opinionated factors out. But this was just so blaringly in your face. It's just unbelievable, man. So you can see here the outcome was 115 to 91, MIA to ATL. And we also had here in the Boston versus Brooklyn game. I'm a little bit concerned about my dude Kyrie out there, man. He had a little interview afterwards talking about embrace the dark side. I'm like, what is going on with Kyrie, man? It don't sound like my dude Kyrie, man. I wish you all the best. I hope you can just, keep as far away as that type of energy as you can, man, and just keep combating it with love, peace, and kindness and compassion, and just not sounding good. Over here in Chicago versus Milwaukee, we had a great close game. Really love to watch that battle, Giannis Antetokounmpo and the heavyweight champs, I'll call them, man, because they're beasts out there. 93 to 86, and then we had here another dominant performance. Phoenix 110, Pelicans 99. So they never could really just. It wasn't as close as it would seem, but let's go here. I really want to focus on this. I have this prepped up here, and you guys just watch this. And they cut it off here on. This is on NBA.com, where I always get all of my sources from. Directly from the source of basketball, man. So get your information from NBA.com, none other than the true source. Of course, here for your educational and critique purposes here. But check this out, man. This is so dirty. You have all the characteristics of a flagrant. It should have been ejected, man. Honestly, this is the wind up from Hero. And I have to say it like this, man. Honestly, it's because he's white, because he's favored. Straight up. I hate to put it like that, but you be the judge. And just imagine if somebody did this to Luka Doncic. Just imagine if a player did that to him. What the consequences would be. There was nothing called on this. It was just like they were doing such dirty. Like, when you watch this game, man, it's just apparent. Like I said, just flagrantly in your face. They weren't trying to hide anything. There were no calls being given. People being pushed down to the floor. Like, just turning your eye. Like, there's a wind up by Hero, and he literally turns around, hits Trae Young right in the face with the wind up, straight down on his face. And then when they're here in the little corner right here by the rim, you can see him laughing, but they cut it off here from this angle, and they make sure to put this angle where you can't see that taking place afterwards, like a taunting almost. But check this out. Let's just keep playing this here.
These types of quarters where they have struggled to this level.
Young gets the steal.
Ahead of the field, Hero.
Look at that. Grimy, dude. Straight grimy.
And Trae Young,
that's a flagrant, dude. In any era, that's a flagrant. A straight hit to the face, like, that's not an attempt at the ball. Look at, you can see clearly his intention. He stops. Hero looks back. Boom. Right at his face, dude. Looks right back at him. And just punches him right in the face, basically, dude. And it's like no big deal. They didn't review it. They didn't say nothing. Let's just keep. I'm gonna keep playing this, man, to make sure it gets out there, because this is dirty. NBA needs to do something about things just like that. Because if somebody did that to Tyler Hero, they would make a huge deal about that, and it would have been a fight. And all the Miami Heat would have come over there and made this big ordeal about, oh no, man, you can't be doing this like that. We can't be. But it's okay for them to do. This is just unsportsmanlike conduct. Watch this again. The wind up. You see the wind up. Not cool, man.
Young letting him hear
Anybody else would have punched Hero right in the throat, dude, straight up. That's just not cool. They really were trying to bully Trey here, and a lot of teams the referees are letting right here. Look at this. You see this windup? That's excessive. That's a pure windup, and he doesn't even make a play at the ball. He goes straight to his face, straight to his face. Watch this. See that? Straight to his face. Like there's nothing other than malintent right here. He should be fined for that. I mean, it's just not cool, man. And just because this is some serious home cooking right here going on right now. This is funding hard at work.
Hero challenging Young, a magic trick.
Like if Capella was in the game, man, he would have straight decked Hero. No joke, man. I mean, come on, man. You can't just let them. You can't be letting them. I'm just gonna keep showing this dude because this is super grimy. Super grimy. No kind of basketball play whatsoever. So messed up, man. One more time. Look at this. Clean break. This is a fast break. Straight on his face.
And Trey Young letting him hear about it.
That's a flagrant, dude. Straight up flagrant, man. It's just so grimy, man. Keep watching. Keep watching, man. Because this is so. We got to put this out there. He should be fined and suspended for tactics like this. Because anybody else in the game would be. Anybody else would be getting a fine for this. If this was I don't know why they're doing Trey so dirty like this, man. They try to make it like he's the one that's always trying to draw fouls. Like that's bullshit, man. Like literally, Luka Doncic, all these other players are always doing it. KD, some LeBron James, all these biggest stars are always doing this, but for whatever reason, they try to single him out, and they're just letting them get away with these excessive fouls. Like that's dangerous, man, and that's not even a basketball play, man. It wasn't a take foul whatsoever. Look at this. Because they know they're letting them get away with that. Now, first off, before that, this is at the very end of the quarter. This is after tactics like this that get to look at this right here. Jimmy Butler using some more bully tactics and just completely unsportsmanlike conduct, man. Let's watch this out here.
Again, those two off-season acquisitions, Jim, of Lowry and PJ Tucker.
This is at the beginning of the game. This is why I knew this was going to be a terrible game. See right here? You see that? The grab at the neck? Again, that's excessive, unsportsmanlike conduct by Jimmy Butler. That's a grab at the neck. They give him a technical, man, but he should have been ejected for stuff like this. Like I don't care if they think he's the star down there in Miami, man, but you can't be letting stuff like this slide, man. This is not basketball. He just grabs him by the neck. Anybody else does that, they're ejected, gone. But because it's him, because it's Butler, and because he has a home court advantage here in the Miami Heat, it's messed up, man. So they try to they do call them goons out there, but that's not what this is about, man. This isn't about trying to, this is just about this is just unsportsmanlike conduct, man. Straight up. As a coach, I don't appreciate this. If this happened to one of my players, man, I would be going ham right now. I'll be contacting whoever's necessary to make sure that they look at this as many times as I'm looking at this right now. I would just be talking about this with this going on over and over and over. Because they do that with anybody else, any other players this happens to. But because somebody did this to Trey, for whatever reason, they like to make him a bad guy, like he just did something wrong there. But they don't say anything about this retaliation and this direct attack and this complete unsportsmanlike conduct going on right here. That's all this is. Look at that. You see him grab him on the neck, and then grab him back again, and you see his fist balled up right here. Like, come on, man. What are these refs doing, dude? He's got his fist balled up. He grabbed him by the neck. He tossed him back forward by the jersey. It's messed up, man. That should be automatic ejection. Automatic. Because you can be damn sure if somebody did that to him. See, he grabs him by the neck, pulls on his other side of the jersey, and he's got his fist balled up right here. That's crazy, dude. Crazy. And they just let that shit slide. They had to call it double technical. But he should have been ejected, man. Straight up. That's just not cool. Not cool at all. See him grab him, pull him down by the neck? And how does Trey get a technical for that? Like, what is what?
And again, those two
What
off-season
does he do?
acquisitions, Jim, of Lowry
Because he stops
and
the
PJ
play
Tucker.
and
This
fouls
is
him?
what they brought them here
This
for.
this right here is not a technical. That's not a technical foul right there.
Boy, look out.
But the retaliation is the fact that he tries to stop him. That's not a technical foul. That's a foul.
And again, those two
But the
off-season
fact that
acquisitions,
Butler decides to
Jim, of
retaliate.
Lowry and PJ Tucker.
This is that's what I'm saying. This is how I knew. Like, there's certain games I just can't watch. When you start to see the way that it's going, you can tell where the money's at play, who has a home court advantage, and you can just tell how the calls are going to go. And it's just there's at this point the game just started, and there's absolutely nothing that ATL was going to be able to do tonight to win this game because of things like this going on that they were letting slide. You just know that's just the way that the wind was blowing tonight. Like, oh well, they're just gonna turn a blind eye to as many hard fouls and unnecessary contact that they can get away with. See here, Butler comes into him with the shoulder. Trey meets him on the contact, and then Butler retaliates, winds up, balls up his fist. Like, come on, man. How are these refs, they get paid to do this, not recognizing this at all? At all. See? You see him grab him back down and then grab him again? Crazy, man. Now, one more time. Let's look at this. See, look. I mean, I completely feel his and I'm empathetic and sympathetic right now to what he's portraying here. Like, what in the world is going on, man? Like, how are y'all just gonna let this shit slide? This is a fast break. Look at this. Straight just, Hero knows he's gonna get away with it because he's a little white guy on the team. They're not gonna say anything about him because he's not a dirty player, but he is. He's getting away with that all the time. People get away with calls like this all the time, dude. So people can say it's not about race. It is, and there is some flexibility and leeway. How is it, if anybody hit Hero in that manner? Can you imagine what the retaliation would have been? Can you imagine if Trey hits Hero in the face like that? There's no way he would get away with that. He would have been automatically ejected. Automatically. One more time. Just to really drill this home. This is what you got to deal with. This is what Trey is dealing with as he's stepping into other people's arenas all the time. It's just completely unfair. Then they try to take out his ankles. Let me see if I can find that one. That was at the end of each quarter. It's just getting bad, man. Like, they need to take care of this and nip this in the bud, like, immediately, because this is getting ridiculous. Like, let's see if we can go back to the play-by-play. I think it was the end of the second quarter, if I'm not mistaken. It was the end of the second quarter. And Lowry literally, like, I love Kyle Lowry. He's a great player. I've always been a fan of him. But you can tell that stuff's rubbing off on him down there in MIA, man. And it's really not cool. This is not a basketball play whatsoever. Literally, Lowry dives towards Trey's ankles. They're trying to take him out. I mean, it's obvious with all this stuff with so much that's at play, at stake in the playoffs. They're literally resulting to desperate, unsportsmanlike conduct, man. That's all that's going on here. And here, Lowry literally dives at Trey's ankles to try to take him out. And Trey knows what he's doing, and he recognizes it quick enough to be able to evade it. And I hate to see it, man. And they better do something about this quick, man. Let me see where it's at. No, they don't even have it. They're not even gonna show it. They were able to somehow. They were able not to get that. Let's see. It was Lowry. They probably called it on somebody else to detour focus on it. Let's see. Personal foul. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, Trey has the ball. Yep, right there. See, exactly. You see what I'm saying? They didn't call anything on Lowry right there. Nothing. They call it on Butler, and they leave it at that. After, you don't see it right here, but they cut it off. But Trey is literally in pain because Lowry just tried to take out his ankles. And he's sitting here on the edge trying to basically just act like it's no big deal. But this is dirty right here. Look at Lowry. See that? That's purposely. That's not a dive for the ball, man. They try to cover these things up. They think they're slick. It's really not. And this is when I knew this game was going to be ugly, man. This is when I was just like, nah, there's no point in watching this anymore. This is out of hand at this point. Look at this. You see? Taking contact and a purposeful dive towards his ankles, man. And Lowry tries to play it off at the end like, that's not what he was trying to do. But this is the foul, the whistle, and then after the whistle, Lowry dives towards his ankles. Clearly, watch this. You hear the whistle. Let's stop it. There's the whistle, right? It's blown. You see, the whistle was just blown. You see the ball's rolling, and he notices Trey's coming. See? Still, there's no need. The whistle has been blown. There's no need for him to do this, period. The whistle was just blown, right? Look at Lowry now. Now watch what he does. Now he tries to take out his ankle as in his direct trajectory right there.
Young taking contact, a little reach around.
Literally just clips his ankles out underneath him, man. They're just trying to take out their star player because they already know they're already weakened. Foul, dive right at his ankles again. I just hate to see it, man. Especially Kyle Lowry, like I was gonna say a character, but a player that I respect. Results into these type of tactics, and you've been seeing this more and more in the NBA. It's just uncalled for, man. They're just mad because Trey's been balling, man, so they want to take him out because he's a threat. You see? Unbelievable, dude. I mean, how are the referees not catching this, man? They need to wake up, man, and they need to take control because somebody's going to get hurt. And it's like almost like they want Trey to get hurt. He deals with this every night. Excessive contact, excessive damage, unsportsmanlike conduct, and gets no flexibility or leeway. It's unbelievable. Look at this last time. There's the whistle. Chops his ankles out underneath them. And then Lowry tries to come over like, oh, man, you all right? Oh, I didn't mean to do nothing. Like, it's all showmanship, man. I just can't believe it anymore. It just makes me so upset to see these kind of things happening in the NBA, man. But that's it. I just really wanted to just emphasize that and just let it be known that we can't just let them get away with stuff like that, man, because it's bound to just get ugly. It got ugly quick. It got ugly fast. It stayed ugly. It was just all around ugly.